guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel to check out today's episode. And guys, I have got a really good video for y'all today. I'm going to show you the Finesse Craw rig that I came up with about 10 years ago. If there's one bait that will get you a limit of fish quick, probably as good as a shaky head, it's this little Finesse Craw rig. It's really simple and easy to create and modify. You got to modify it yourself, but I'm going to show you how to do it in today's video and a few little tips and advice on how to fish it, and definitely think it's going to add up to a lot of strikes for you guys over the next coming year or so. Also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's taken time to hit that subscribe button here to the Fishing Teacher. Man, we're working hard to try to hit that 50,000 subscriber mark. We're about halfway there now. Much appreciated if you guys would do that. It's free and easy. And also, guys, real quick, you probably heard me talking about it, but if you guys are looking for some gift ideas or you need a reel for next year, guys, check out this Lews Custom Pro right here. This thing is a freaking buttery smooth bait cast reel. It's got 11 ball bearings in it. Great star drag system. It's got a really good braking system on it. Super attractive reel too. Super light. I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description to this particular reel if you guys would like to try it out. But this thing is just, man, it feels so good in your hand. You'll see if you guys get one, but link in the description of that. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys, this is a real simple modification. I'm going to show you how to do it here. What you need, and I'll link this stuff in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description, everything you need to put this together with. This is a Zoom little critter craw, and what I use is a green pumpkin most 99% of the time. That's basically all you need. Just been around a long time. It's a little 3-inch crawdad imitator. And then you just need a Ned rig head, just a straight Ned rig head, 1/16 of an ounce. Again, I'll link both of this in the description here. So what you want to do with the craw is you want to cut it back about, take about half of the segments off of it. So I usually come in about, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 segments down, and I'll cut it off like that. And then the next thing you want to do is come in and cut this middle tentacle off. And this way you get some separation in your craws, and then cut the 2 little legs off. You don't need those 2 little legs on there. So you got a nice little simple craw like that. And then take the Ned rig head and be really careful when you thread it on. You need to get it really centered as good as you can in the bait, because if you don't, it doesn't fall right. If you center it just right, it falls and glides down just like a crawdad. So coming in like that. Super simple. Look at that little tidbit right there. A nice little, it's about, 1.5 inch, 2-inch tidbit. Bass love this size of crawdad. Most bass, the favorite size of crawdads for them are about 1.5 inches to 3 inches. Guys, that right there will get you a limit of fish really, really quick. And also, what I always do with it, I take a little spike it marker here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of chartreuse on the tails. And it doesn't really matter what the water clarity is. It just seems like that chartreuse, a little bit on there will really help out. Just adds a little color to it, sort of separates there. But guys, I'm telling you right now, bass love that little thing, especially if you have a lake that's got, a decent spotted bass population or smallmouth. It can be straight largemouth, but it really works good on those little bit cleaner water lake that's got a mixed species of bass there. Okay, now what you want to fish it on, let's talk a little bit about how to work it and the type of areas you want to fish it on. Obviously, this is a rig that you're going to want to fish on a spinning rod. I just use that 6'11" Megabass Addermine medium action spinning rod. Usually I got 6-pound test on it. You can throw 8 on it, especially if you're not making long casts and if the water's got a little color to it. But 6-pound test is probably my favorite. 6-pound test, Seagar, Invis X4 carbon line. And then, I'll make my cast with it out there. Just let it hit the bottom and just sort of shake it in one spot and then hop it up like that. So I like to let it fall, and I just sort of vibrate it in one spot and then just give it a little snap like that. So what it looks like is the bait's on the bottom there, and it's just sort of vibrating around just like that, and then you snap it off the bottom. And a lot of times when you snap it off the bottom like that, it'll create that reaction strike, and then it comes back down, starts vibrating, they're down looking at it, and they just suck it in like that. And then on the hook set, since it's got the Ned hook on there, don't really set the hook hard. Just, you're throwing it out there, I got a bite, just start reeling, pulling back like that. Okay, conditions. Let's talk about the ideal situations with this. This thing works good in water clarity of, I like at least to have 2.5 foot of visibility. 2.5 to say 6 foot of visibility is perfect for this bait. Absolutely excellent, perfect. And it works all year long, but my two favorite times to fish it are during the springtime of the year when the water temperatures in the 50s, and then again this time of year in the fall time of the year when the waters are in the 50s. There's something about this little thing when that water's in the 50s, and usually between 50 to 60 degrees, something like that. You got 50 to 60 degree water, you got water visibility of 2.5 to 6 feet, and then you need some type of rock structure. I prefer two different areas that I've caught the most fish on. The first one is, everybody's favorite structure, just fishing it on points, just fishing main lake and secondary points. If you got, say, 3.5 or 4 foot of visibility, try to target sort of that 5 to 20 foot zone on it. Fan cast all around those points. It seems like the little bit flatter points work a little bit better, but just as good as points are fishing it on steep rocky banks, channel banks, bluff banks, rock transition areas, anywhere you have a fairly sharp drop off of a rocky bank. Just throw it up there and just shake it down that drop off along the rocks. Any place you think a crawdad lives. So the best areas are, places that's got rock about anywhere between, baseball size up to bowling ball size rock is about the best deal. And it's just a limit getter, guys. I'm not saying you can catch big smallmouth on it, like big smallmouth up north will hammer this thing, big ones, but most of the time it's going to be a deal where you're going to catch a lot of 1.5 to 2.5 pound fish on. Just good, solid limit fish. And it's a good backup for a shaky head. If you've got some type of a Ned rig bite or a shaky head bite going on, just try this little, Finesse Craw rig right there. It's something they don't see very often, looks super natural, and I get a lot of bites on it. So anyway, guys, hope it helps you catch some good ones, or hope it helps you catch a lot of fish anyway, and we'll check in later.